So we're looking at the structure once more, and I'm going to use 2 hours time frame. So this is as our support become resistance and breaker structure, and this is RS resistance becomes support and breaker structure, and we already came here with broke structure. So it's not just only that, that's also a retest candle to a broken structure. So it's an RT as well. So subsequently we'll have RT slash ROS. And these are all RT slash SR 1, 2. So if we like, we can make a zone. So I want to make a zone from this price action and allow it to accommodate the wicks. So it's a buy sell territory that I'll be watching out for a clear breakout. So I'll put my zone up. So in case market dips itself up, then we want to look for a sell opportunity from there. Then another one, which is the key critical retest today, which we have leveraged on. Go check my charts. And I think I'm technically okay and done with these 2 lines. So this represents everything that happened today. And I will tell you for free, market structure cannot lie. Market structure can never lie. So we must pay critical attention as we look at chart patterns. Let's look at the structure of the market. What is it doing? Because the structure will never lie. And let me explain this thing on 2 hours to have here. This is where multi-time frame analysis, when you use the word multi-time frame means you are not looking at the market from one dimension. Now I'm going to explain something that happened here, which was also part of the thing I learned today, and I also want to include it in my today explanation. ROS, of course, we're building an interchange SRROS, and subsequently there's also an ROS resistance becomes support on breaker structure, where the breaker structure price stands as RTSR, RTSR2, RTSR3, RTSR4. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. And we have seen, after that, the price came back here, made another one again by way of weak rejection. And we have seen it. It took liquidity on Thursday and broke the structure the same Thursday and followed by a retest. There is a retest there after breakout structure. There is a retest here. And I'm also going to put that up. There is a retest at that level. We have a break and retest at that level. And you see price came back today ultimately and dropped. And the market turned it to RT, ROS. Market turned it to RT, ROS. So this is my zone, this is my sell zone, and a supply roof. So we are watching to see if price dips itself into that structure. You will sell from here. Then one more thing to look at again, it's I think Just pardon me for the last line. I didn't want to include this, but this is also an important structure. So pardon me for this one. Before you shout, oh, you got so many lines, all those. So that is a technical break of a demand floor on 2 hours with a respected price action. So that is why I figured it, I factored it. I shouldn't have done that if I didn't get a retest. So that's SR1 support become resistance and breaker structure. And we have SR2 support become resistance and breaker structure. And we have here another breaker structure. What structure was broken? To SR level and followed by a retest. And when price came back, it broke that supply roof and turned it to a demand floor. On technical, on technical, it has made here a demand floor. So on technical, it made it a demand floor. And I'm coming to this price action to tell you what happened there. And I've looked at it holistically. So when you look here from your line chart, so you can see what price has done. Now, multi-time frame. When we talk of multi-time frame charting, means ability to look at different time frame. What you are looking out for are clean crosses on different time frame. Now we have obstruction here. The obstruction we have here is from this structure. I have an obstruction here. There is an obstruction here. A 2-hour close. I move it to 3 hours. It disappears. It becomes a clean structure. This is the tricks. This is the tricks in trading, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see it? If you go back to 2 hours, there is an obstruction. If you stay on this 3 hours, you are going to miss this buy. So the secret is multi-time frame charting. You chart 1 hour, you chart 2 hours, you chart 3 hours, you chart 4 hours. These are three core time frame on intraday. They both have different closes. The four time frames have different closes. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and 4 hours. The four time frame has different closes. Most times, not all the time. Sometimes they correlate. There are times when you look at them, they correlate. There are times they don't match. Such as this. Look at this on 4 hours. I have an obstruction here. You come to 3 hours, it disappears. So that gives me a clean structure. So without this structure, it becomes very impossible to catch this if you are trading intraday candle. But on daily chart, I was already getting 114 on daily. Sorry that I didn't post it. I was very busy today, and that was why I didn't post it. But I will also show you on daily, so you can see that obstruction we got here already disappeared. Now we have a breakout structure here. So I will bring it here. There is a breakout structure here, followed by a retest here, technically making there a zone. So that's a clean 3 hours buy zone, a very clean 3 hours buy zone for reference for anyone to see. If you have objection, come to the comment section and tell me that what I've said is wrong. But if it's right, give us a thumbs up, like, and share. So look at what happened here. But if you go back on 2 hours, you can't get this because there is an obstruction here. and the strategy is to look for an interchange, but it has to be clean. But you see, it may not be clean in 1 hour time frame, but when you look at it in 2 hours time frame, it will be clean. But there are cleanness you get in 1 hour, you won't get in 2 hours, and there is cleanness you get in 2 hours, you won't get in 3 hours. So looking at it on multiple time frame gives you, you know, a bit of assurance after looking at it on daily. I have looked at the market on daily, and I already saw it on daily. On daily, I saw 114 into 115 as a buy floor. So henceforth, I think I'll have to include my strategy teaching on a daily chart. Every time daily, we have to include that daily analysis. I will have to include it. So one more structure that I see here, I think I already posted in the previous one. There is something stopping price here. I don't want to add it again. I've already done that. I've already done it. But well, let's just permit me to do it. I'm already addicted to this thing, so you can see it's an addiction. So let's look at it on 2 hours. So you see on 2 hours, look at what we've got. So do not forget that I'm locking here as a demand floor, and most likely I'm also locking here. I'm locking here as a supply roof. I'm locking here as a demand floor. So if you have a breakout from here, there is a possibility that price will come and retest this roof, and it could come down. But for sure, let's see. Let's take this out and see if market will come back to retest here. If price moves into this structure, it's likely it will sell. Yes, and if they break it and they move here, they will also sell. So that will be my new supply roof. So that's a new supply roof. So I think we can settle with this. We have a little bit of a few lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not bad. That's not bad for what we are doing. For the strategy, it's not bad. This is for educational purpose. It's for educational purpose. And do not forget that occasionally we add expert advisors for forward guidance. And I'm also going to do that before I close the chart. I'm going to include, why am I hiding it is I'm looking for forward guidance. I'm looking for more confirmation. I'm looking for collaboration. I'm looking out for, so what we see here from my expert advisor. So you see the rejection at that zone was right. And if you look at it on 2 hours, we have a beautiful close at this level, which I would like to include it. So I will hold this on 2 hours here. So sorry that I'm including it. I have to do it. And if you look at it on line chart, we have here as SR1 support become resistance and breaker structure. That's how I want to treat it. And we came back again, and we had another one, another SR structure, and we broke that structure, and it's being retested. So I think price have come retested that structure. That is why you have a weak rejection here after the bearish candle that tapped into that structure. And if they break it, it will give us an opportunity to return into 117,413 for a sell, 117,431. Let me drop that trade, or 117,500, 117,345. I think you look for sell opportunity there on a light risk, on a very light risk. Then my top layer I'm looking out for is here, which would be my ultimate supply roof. If price dips itself into that structure, I have my EMA also bearing me witness that my analysis in that direction is also right. I have an EMA hand there. You can see that EMA over there. So that's an SMA. I have an SMA bearing me weakness on 2 hours that this ascending trend line is correct, showing that 118,888 into 119 could be sell. 1118 into 1119. 1119. Look for sell opportunity into 1119K. Also look for sell. So the SMA is already bearing me witness that this ascending trend line ETL is valid. After we had here as SR structure, we had here as ROS, break of that structure, SR, break of that structure, ROS, and you have seen a massive sell drop. Massive sell drop based on strategy. Based on strategy. It's based on strategy. So let's see what it does. So let's stop for now. I'm already tired. And it's also giving me a witness that a sell at this level is also possible. But one thing for sure about trading is that everything in trading is probability. So please manage your risk. Manage your risk. There could be a resistance at this level by EMA on 2 hours. EMA 2 hours is giving rejection at 117,300, but I extended it to 117,500, 117,500, 117,343. So the EMA and the SMA strategy in combination with market structure gives you a high probability win trade. Bye bye. It's been a wonderful day. So let's start the day strong. Let's see ourselves at the top. Bye for now.